what's your betting approach to this Heat 76ers game? Because as we mentioned, no Joel Embiid. The Heat aren't exactly healthy either, though, because you already have Kyle Lowry ruled out, and then Jimmy Butler's status is also up in the air.
Yes, Jimmy Butler, and then like half of the rest of the roster. So this is one when it comes to the spread. I know it's at 7.5 right now. I do like the Heat winning this one, but I need to see what Butler's status is before I'm touching this spread. I think right now what I've kind of been going with throughout the early going in the postseason is the first quarter totals, whether I'm looking at a team total or the combined total. And in this one, I like the under for the first quarter total, which is at 53.5 points right now. Did not go over this number once throughout the Miami-Atlanta series. It was a little bit different with the Raptors and the 76ers, but I think Miami's going to set the tone in this series from the jump, whether or not Jimmy Butler's on the floor, because you still have Bam Adebayo there on the defensive end. He's going to make a big impact. And then with no Joel Embiid too, the scoring is going to be a bit of an issue for the 76ers. If Butler gets the green light and you don't love still backing the under for both teams, I think that going with the Sixers at under 25.5 points in the first quarter is also a safe way to go.
All right, Whalen, how do we feel about the 7.5 point spread here?
Well, first of all, I love that call on the first quarter under. I like the under 208.5 in general on this game. I think when you remove a player like Joel Embiid, there's always an adjustment period where the team kind of has to figure out what to do, and oftentimes that leads to some pretty clunky offense. In terms of the 7.5 point spread, I think I'm pretty comfortable backing Miami. I know there's like 6 rotation guys who are questionable right now, in addition to Kyle Lowry already being ruled out. That they're taking like the late season OKC approach to the injury report in the postseason, which is pretty much unprecedented. But if you look on DraftKings, like there are player props listed for Jimmy Butler, which is pretty much typically a good sign that he's going to play in this game. It almost felt to me like they used Game 5 of the Atlanta series as like a rest day for these guys. They were so confident that they would beat the Hawks that I think oftentimes Jimmy Butler would play through the knee soreness that ended up keeping him out. But I think the Sixers missing Embiid is just such a big deal, especially with how much trust we've lost in James Harden. It's not like Philly doesn't have the talent on paper. Harden, Maxey, Tobias Harris, there's still plenty of pieces there where there shouldn't be a complete blowout. But man, I mean, even once Harden joined the team, it was such a Embiid-centric offense and Embiid-centric defense. You take that away. I trust Philly to adjust at some point, but I think they're going to get blitzed in game 1. I think they're in a really tough spot here.